as he leaves. Not only does he lock it, but a couple golems stand in front of it.
I hate him.
Joe, Earl, good to see you. Nodding at the golems.
It's good. I thought this would be our only fight today. 1 hour.
Yeah, you were very excited to fight. It was a little disturbing, to be honest. I know it's what you were designed to do, but generally I don't like killing people, so it's surprising to see someone who takes such joy in it.
Oh, I don't particularly like it either.
You just play into it because it's what you're programmed to do, I guess.
Well, I've actually been programmed with a variety of different entertaining personas for when I activate the Iron Bear protocol. They all seem to take much joy in it, yes.
But it's different than you. Interesting. That must be difficult to deal with.
No.
I guess you don't know anything else.
That's because he was in a closet. Oh, sorry. He was in the back room.
That's right. The back of the workshop.
I wrote it down. He said it so many times.
It's wise.
Yeah.
You all fought very well.
Thank you.
Except for you. He looks at Mac.
Mac is not paying attention. He's just still like kind of swaying. Half because he was dancing, but now half because he's probably concussed.
Yeah, does anyone require healing or anything? Should we do that before we go, or should we do like a short rest of to gain back hit points if people need them? Like, if any NPCs are hurt, then maybe they should do that.
I think they're all pretty okay.
Kari got hit. I just worry about her because she's a tiny monkey.
She is very resilient.
What are my hit dice like? Oh.
It took some damage.
I've been in that ring many times. This is the first time I've ever walked away with the entire group I went in with. This is...
That's awful. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's all I had to say.
Yes.
Are we doing healing, or are we just doing, we're just going to have a short rest?
I think we should probably save our spell slots if everyone's doing okay, so long as none of our NPCs are going down.
Ashen, during that fight, you kind of stopped working for a second. Are you okay?
He kind of tests out his shoulders and kind of rotates. Yes, I am still very... Not everything works right because of the rust from the ocean, the salt-encrusted gears. The Tinker has done very well in trying to mend me, but she only has so much time for personal projects, and there was a lot of damage. Sometimes things seize up a bit.
Right. Well, I'll keep an eye on you in fights then.
And by Elmater's flowing wounds, Greya, I will never upset you. Ever. You're great. Keep doing you. That was scary as all hell. I don't even know what you did, but it was a thing, and suddenly there was a light everywhere, and oh my god.
I quite like the fire, yes.
Thank you. Yes, it's by the light of Dolara that I'm able to kind of channel these powers, but we like to use them for the light, but sometimes using powers for the light means we have to make choices that are hard, because I don't like to kill people, but we do what we have to do. So
I'm glad you did, because that was a thing.
Well, glad we're fighting again.
yeah.
I wonder
we
who our
need good
opponent will be.
team, but I don't want to have to keep killing people. Like, how many people are we going to have to fight?
Matches could continue all day. They could try to, if they got rich folks in the crowd, they could have us fight all day right up to the champion. Unlikely, though. They'd have to have someone pretty special to ramp us up that fast.
Do you think they've taken notice of Caladir's striking similarity to a few others?
I don't think so yet, but the more we visit your brother Keladir, the more they likely will. So we must be cautious on that. As my advice, Captain. Sorry.
No, I agree with that. I don't care to see him right away, anyways.
Perhaps you should wear a mask. Hide your identity. I've seen many
No.
performers do that.
I think it would only call attention to him at this point, given that he hasn't gone around with a mask so far. Then all of a sudden they'd be curious why he's suddenly wearing a mask.
If you need one, I have one though.
I
Of course.
imagine that you do.
Obviously.
Don't like watching people get real excited about people dying. It's weird.
It's relatively normal, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I know people like weird things to entertain them. I'm not, it's not new to me. I guess I just have never seen bloodshed for the sake of entertainment.
Worst of the worst are in those bleachers, in those stands.
Right.
You guys occasionally throughout your conversation hear like the gate that you came in through into this room. You'll hear like something like hit it really hard, and like the crowd outside like erupt again.
Richard, can I peer? Is there like a crack between the door, or do I have to go through two golems to do that?
This is pretty like tight. Like there wouldn't be anything that you could see through. No.
I can't do a little peeksy? Okay.
There's another door out of this room, right? Where the goblin went?
A little side door, yeah.
Can I go and knock on that door?
There are two golems standing side by side in front of it.
I'll reach past them and knock.
They
no.
immediately grab your hand as you go to knock.
Can I try and knock anyway?
They have grabbed your hand and are making sure that you don't go anywhere near that door.
Just knock on the golem, man.
Goblin!
Goblin? Isn't it golem?
Goblin!
I think he's calling the
Oh, I got you.
little guy.
Fraulo is a tabaxi, by the way. Not a
I thought it was a goblin.
No.
I wondered.
My bad.
You're a bad person.
Goblin! No. Cat thing!
There's no response.
His name's Fraulo.
Fraulo!
There's
Polo. Every time you start saying Fraulo, my character whispers Polo, just to see if he can trick you, because he's just trying to kill time.
I really was hoping we'd get information about our next opponents to plan, but apparently Fraulo is not cooperating.
Huron, you would probably know that there's a good chance they don't know who your next opponents are. That it's going to have to depend on who wins another round or something. Like you're about to go into round 2, so there's probably a few round 1 matches. So like, yeah.
At this point, it could be anybody. It really just depends who's going to win the morning sheet. Whatever's on the docket for the fights. Or and something worse, unlikely to happen. Sometimes they throw in a totally new group of contenders that are fresh, and it's because it's exciting. Maybe someone from winners from a couple of days ago, just as an exhibition match. But fair warning, you still die in those two, just as much as non-exhibition matches. But so we honestly will have no idea. All we can really do is rest up.
Resting. Poof.
You know what I realized? I never asked any of you. You were looking for supplies. Are we going to be able to leave when this is done? Like, do you need supplies like the bottom of a new boat? Or do you need supplies like food for the trip?
We're fine. We didn't know you at the time. We were looking for other things, but we're trying to keep things under our hat.
That's fine.
Secret missions.
So what were you looking for then? That's the next question.
I can't tell you. I'm not going
Secret
to.
missions that we're not going to discuss in this chamber.
All
Why?
right.
These golems might report back.
It's
He
true.
looks disdainfully at the golems again.
Yeah, Joe's got loose lips.
You know
Yeah,
they don't
it's-
have names, right? You're
You
on.
could sink ships. That's what I hear with loose lips, so that's very difficult. I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, not your ship exactly. Yeah, no, they don't have names, but I mean, I'm sure they know I'm talking to them.
All right, how much longer until this hour's over?
We can skip ahead to the hour being over if you want.
Can we use that time
look at the
to
golem?
recover hit points?
What's that?
Sorry, Mary, go ahead.
I said, when we look at the golems, do they look like they know what Huron is saying?
They don't look like they're registering anything.
Literally
Okay.
stone-faced.
Yeah.
So sad, Huron.
However, Dietrich's face is completely readable.
And then to answer you, Steve, yeah, you guys get a short rest, so whatever you want to, if you want to,
Okay.
do what you want with that. You hear the announcer on the other side of the door of the waiting room start to announce the next fight, and you hear the door of your waiting room unlock. And you can't really quite hear what he's saying, or actually, people can do a perception check if you want to listen in to him announcing.
Sure. That 20. I hear everything.
You hear it all.
What's he saying? My ear's like pressed up against the wall. Hold on. Shh, shh.
So you hear him announcing the next fight, and he just is like, "All right, everybody, are you ready for the next battle in today's lineup? Now, welcome to the stadium, the elites, the warrior elites." And then you hear the crowd go crazy. And then he says, "And facing off against them, we have, returning for the second time today, the Misfits of the Lady Chain."
Yeah.
And then your doors open up.
Okay. Let's strut, I guess, out. We want to try to intimidate or look impressive. I
So
think.
you guys are coming. If you remember, your door was like at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Is anyone else already out here? Or are we being summoned?
No,
second?
you're gonna come out and see them. Just give me
Okay.
1 second.
Sure.
They're a no-show, so
Yeah, we automatically win. Great.
default win.
Default.
Yes.
I wouldn't blame them. You're great.
We did pretty awesome.
Oh no, I don't like the look of that. Something just showed up on the screen.
Yeah, could you be
I take
decent
it
enough to
back.
not size modify them?
So I will say, as I'm placing them, you come out, and obviously the first thing you notice are these two massive ogres standing on the other side, both carrying a great axe each, and just like snarling and kind of like chomping at the bit, ready for this fight. You also see next to them are two warriors who just look like very much like what you would picture your stereotypical kind of gladiator fighter type thing to look like. They have a shield, they both have a sword each. And then you also see
No, there's nothing else. That's it.
Oh, right. There's
Thanks.
nothing else.
Good. My deception check, guys. Nat 20. Fooled the DM.
You see two other lizard folk, but these ones look a little more like you can just kind of tell that they're more trained and like they have like better equipment on. Like the other ones were in very basic gear, like kind of weapons that they obviously like just got where they could, sort of thing. And these ones more look like soldiers of like the lizard folk, and just like they even just the way they're standing and preparing for this battle, like they're more aggressive, and they're even a little bigger than what the other ones were. They just look a little more frightening. Cool. So up first is actually Thomas, who also got a nat 20,
Nice.
which equals a 24.
Thomas.
So Thomas is raring to go out of this, and he is also gonna go right for one of the big guys. I need to get my measure and stick out to see if he can even get there, though. Not quite. So he's gonna go almost up and then hold to attack if anything comes near.
You get him, Thomas.
And then that is his turn. Now we're on Bastion.
All right. Bastion is going to intone as he always does before he enters a rage, activating the Iron Bear Protocol. And then, again, the transformation comes over him. His metal plates seem to lock into place and move around and shift as he runs. And he's going to speed over towards these two ogres. And by the time he gets there, he's got more of a defensive look with less exposed kind of bone and wood underneath, which is his usual kind of casual look.
He's
And
down for the occasion.
this time there's no theatrics. He just lets out a guttural bear roar that can be heard kind of reverberating off the walls as he runs in.
That's without theatrics?
That's without theatrics, yes.
Confirming. Okay.
Dietrich is star-eyed.
I'm going to attack recklessly,
Okay.
which will give me advantage. So here are two attacks with the great axe. I cannot see what it is yet. All right. Looks like 13 is the most I got on that one to attack. And I'll attack this leftmost ogre here.
What's this 24?
I'm not sure why it's rolling twice. So I would just take the first two numbers because.
Okay, so you got an 8 and a 13.
Yeah.
And is that with your +6, or are you adding it to that 13?
My +6 that's included. It should be. Yeah, it's +3 strength,
Okay, so
+3
you
proficiency.
roll a 7.
Yeah.
And so it equaled 13.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's right.
So neither of those hit.
Yeah. All right. Then I will attack again because I have a second attack. And again, this time I'll just roll it once, and it'll show both rolls. Oh, 21 and 19. Better this time.
So that hits.
All right. So that's.
You said you're going for the one
5.
kind of to the left of you, eh?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 5. I did not take the -5 to attack this time, so it's just my regular, normal, lame damage, which is 13.
Cool. So you run up and get him with your axe. You get him kind of right in the thigh, and he buckles a little bit, but is still kind of able to shake it off, and like it doesn't seem like he's affected that much.
Oh yeah, he's an ogre. He can take it. All right, that's all for Bastion this round.
Cool. Now we're on to William.
Billy boy.
So William didn't position himself close enough to anything, but he's gonna try to make it somewhere. So he's gonna go up, and he's also gonna hold if anyone approaches. He is going to attack them. Who's next? Mac is next. Oh, that Mac.
Look how deranged Mac looks on the
He-
his avatar.
He is
Truly
strange.
He has clothes now, but I like this for him as the icon.
I love Mac. He's a good boy. I'm not crazy. I'm okay.
So Mac is going to use his sling and just stay where he is, but shoot at the warrior. I think. Let me make sure he can reach. He should be able to. Oh yeah. The warrior that's on the rock, he's gonna shoot his sling at him.
Go, Mac. Big Mac. Tasty.
But he just misses him. The warrior's pretty quick. He's able to get his shield up and like ding the projectile away. And that's all Mac can do. Actually, Mac's gonna move up just a little bit. Now who's next? Oh my god, they all rolled so similar. Hikari's next. But Hikari's gonna hold everything to move with Dietrich, so that Dietrich, whenever you get close to someone that Hikari can reach,
Nice.
Hikari's gonna attack as well. All right, these ogres. The one is going to take a swing at you since it's right there engaged with you, Bastion.
Remember that he has advantage
You sure do.
because I'm a reckless barbarian.
What an honest player. I would never remind a DM of that.
17. Oh.
Yeah, 17 hits.
Yeah. Cool.
Yep.
Actually, I'll just do again, see if he crits. He does not. So 17 with his first attack. So that gets you for 15 damage, but halved because you're in rage.
Yep.
And then he gets 2 attacks with his great axe. Goes for you again. Yeah, that's a 23.
Oof.
Gets you for 5, but at half.
Okay.
And then the other one is going to think that his buddy's got you covered, and this other one's coming for Thomas. Who gets
Can I
to
take an
attack.
attack of opportunity? Oh no, he's not moving outside of my range. Never mind.
No. Thomas gets an attack, though, because he held his attack.
Go, Thomas.
I don't think it. Oh. No, Thomas does not hit. Thomas was feeling pretty good about this fight. He ran into battle head first, but then he has this giant creature coming at him, and he kind of gets a little scared and swipes pretty feebly, so he doesn't get him. But this thing is now going to take a couple shots at him with his great axe. Swings with his first one. Does not hit Thomas. Does not hit.
Oof.
But he swings back. Definitely hits him with that one. Gets Thomas for 15 points of damage. So he swipes down with his great axe, and Thomas manages to like back up and miss it. But he doesn't realize that he's gonna come back after he swung. After he swung, and so Thomas gets the great axe right to like his hip almost, and takes 15 points of damage. And that hurt Thomas. He yells out in pain.
Oh, Thomas, my boy.
Greya.
Okay, let's see. So I want to aim guiding bolt at the one that's engaged with Thomas.
Okay. You'll probably have to step a bit to the side to not hit William, who's standing right in front of you, but
Oh, true. Okay.
you have more than enough movement to do that, so that's no problem.
Right there. Okay. That's a 15 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. I didn't expect that, if I'm being honest.
So because you're so short and he's so big, you shoot, but it's like at your level, so it just goes like right in between his legs.
Okay, and that's my turn because I don't have 2 attacks. Oh.
Okay, cool. These lizard boys are gonna go.
Those Lizzie boys.
So this one is going to jump behind this rock. The one that was standing on the rock jumps, and he doesn't come out, and he's hidden from everyone. But you do hear some weird sounds coming from behind there. Some kind of like growling and just like very animalistic kind of guttural sounds.
Don't like that.
This other one. Yeah, this other one's gonna come over for Bastion. And he gets 2 attacks, one with his bite and one with his claws. So this first one, do they still have advantage on you? Like it's
Yep.
always until your next turn?
Until my next turn.
Cool.
I mean, no. Right, Karan?
So that's a 19 to hit.
Yep.
So that's 7 points half.
Okay.
And then it's going to come at you with its claws as well. That's a 23 to hit.
It hits. Yikes. Not a good day
And
for
that
the
just
bastard.
gets you... that's just 3 points half, so just 1.
Okay. Yep.
Cool. And that's its turn. And the other one, you don't know what's going on, but it's doing something back there.
Thanks, I hate it.
Huron.
Well, I mean, I really only have one major choice here. I'd like to cast Hunter's Mark on the ogre that's hack and slashing William.
Thomas,
sorry. I
Yep.
apologize. And then I will fire my longbow.
Cool. Sounds good.
So I'm going to take 2 attacks on that ogre. First attack does 14 hits.
It does not.
A practice shot. I look at the crowd. Just practicing. Practicing very hard. Good. It's good to test yourselves, everyone.
So you have 2 arrows just kind of land at the ogre's feet. Just judging the distance.
I'm like, what up? What of it?
Cool. Is that everything? Are you moving at all? Just staying where you are?
I have no need to move right now at this point. Yeah, I'm still here.
Cool. Now it is the warrior's turn. Oh, it's coming for William.
Don't you dare go in that corner. There's sweet children over there.
But William held an attack. So William's gonna swipe first. Ooh, William, what'd you do? William slices with his short sword, gets the warrior that runs at him. Forget which warrior this is. 2. And gets that one for 5 points of damage. So the warrior is running with its shield kind of in its hand, not up, protecting. And William manages to take that opportunity to just kind of hold his sword out and jab it into the warrior as the warrior gets there. But then the warrior takes its long sword, slashes down, and because who is it? William kind of caught the warrior off guard. It like kind of turns in and like crouches and bends into itself in pain. So when it slices down, actually gets himself in the foot for 4 points of damage to himself.
And
the crowd.
And the crowd laughs
wild,
and
yeah.
laughs and laughs. And then this other one is going to move just over here and shoot its longbow at Thomas. And hits Thomas for 6 points of damage. So Thomas just took the axe to the hip, kind of like bends over in pain, and then takes an arrow to the shoulder while he's down there.
He's a champ.
We do love our Thomas.
Must be protected.
Keladir, that is
Okay.
you.
All right. I am going to move up 15 feet. And I'm going to cast Magic Missile at the ogre that is engaged with Thomas. Okay.
You just hit before you ask again. You just
Yeah,
hit.
no, I know. I was just rereading it because it doesn't feel right. Okay.
It took us months to finally remember, but
I know. It's so scary. Okay. Okay, so that's. Oh, I guess I rolled. Okay, I rolled it 3 times. Sorry. It's 13 points of damage.
that's total with all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Cool.
And I can't make it up all the way. Actually, yeah, no, I can. Okay, I'm gonna go the rest of the 15 feet, and I'm going to use my second attack with my long sword.
Okay.
Okay, that's 20. 5.
It hits, whatever it is.
Okay. And that is 11 points of damage.
Ooh. Cool. So you shoot your magic missiles at this thing, and again, like, because it's like kind of dense and like doesn't really feel much pain, it's almost just like distracted and annoyed by these missiles that are hitting him. So he's kind of like swatting them away. And then Keladir takes that opportunity, runs up, and just jabs his sword through the ogre's gut. And it's looking hurt, but still like pretty okay.
And I'm not even going to try to do a strength check my shield against the shoulder. Okay, yeah, that's my turn.
Cool. Aleda.
Sorry, I had to figure out how to unmute myself. I am Rather than climbing this time, because I drew attention to myself, I'm kind of trying to use the towers as coverage almost.
Okay.
So I was kind of next to this tower, but I'm actually going to go 40 feet up here, which puts me within 10 feet of this
The
goon,
warrior there. Yeah.
over here, which means that I can use poison spray, which
Okay.
is a cantrip. So first I will use my black magic die, see if nothing nat 20.
You are totally fine.
Cool. Does it save me for next
Yeah,
time?
you don't
Give
have
me
to roll
two?
next time.
Sweet. Cool. I've never rolled a nat 20 with that so far. I'm cool with that. That's a 16 plus my spellcasting modifier of 6, which it's 20. If someone
22?
want to do the math for me, 22.
Yeah, that
Yes,
hits.
math. Thank you. Math is not my strong suit. And then it's 2d12 for my poison spray cantrip. Yeah. Well, let's see if I roll well. That is 8 plus 6. I'm so good at this. That's
14.
14. Thank you. It just takes me a moment, guys. I have my phone somewhere for the calculator, but I chose not to use it and rely on myself, and that was a mistake. So I hit him for 14.
14?
Uh,
Cool.
And then I want to use my remaining movement to kind of duck behind this tower again for 50% coverage at the...
Awesome. So you run up, shoot your poison spray out at this warrior, and they just yell out in like unbearable pain. Like it's poison spray, but it almost seems like it's kind of like melting their skin almost, and like they're just like starting to crumble. They're still standing, but like you could see they're using everything to hold themselves up right now, and they look real bad.
I don't feel good about it, but you know.
And then Dietrich.
I hate being at the end of this. All right, Dietrich is going to... I think he has enough movement to... Oh yeah, he has enough movement to skirt around Keladir,
Cool.
so he's gonna skirt around Keladir to this ogre's side, which means Hikari can come with me and she can take her attack.
Cool. Let me get her stuff out here. So she's gonna go 2 attacks with her quarterstaff. Doesn't hit with the first one. Does hit with the second. So Hikari just kind of like swipes, but like she was a little too excited about getting there on your shoulder, so swiped a bit early and didn't hit on the first time, but then brought her quarterstaff up and got him right in the jaw on the way up for 10 points of damage. So like this little monkey hits hard enough that this big ogre actually like takes a hit and like almost twists his head around, and he felt that, and you hear him kind of...
Dietrich is gonna try to, when his face comes around to the other side, hit him on that side.
Cool.
Obscene 27.
Yep.
He's also going to stunning strike. So he has to make a Constitution saving throw. This
Okay.
is
Of what's he making?
14, I think, right
14?
now. Yes.
Does not make it.
All right. So he is stunned, which means till the end of my next turn, he cannot take any actions.
Cool.
Anyone who tries to attack him has advantage as well. I'm just making sure it's at the end of my turn. Okay. Stunned until the end of my next turn.
Your
Okay.
next turn. Cool.
Sweet. So I'm going to. That's 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And I am going to try to hit him again. So 18 to hit.
That hits.
8 points of damage.
Okay.
Flurry of blows.
Yeah.
Uh, 17 to hit.
Who does not hit?
Okay. And 21 to hit.
That hits.
10 points of damage.
Cool. So you guys run up, and Kakari like knocks this guy in the face. His face goes, and then you manage to like. You guys are kind of getting a feel of how you're gonna fight together now. So like, she lands a hit, and then you manage to jump up and hit while his head is turning, and like you guys are just in sync. And then he gets stunned, so he just kind of like his arms drop and he just sits there. And then you manage to come up and land a few more punches in. And your last one, you kind of jump up because he's so tall. You jump up and like uppercut him right in the jaw, and he falls backwards. And actually, I'm gonna get Bastion and this lizard thing to make a dexterity check because they're right there as he's falling backwards. So he's gonna fall on you. But this guy is dead.
Well, I got a 6.
Okay.
Bastion turns around and is like, "That was incredible, Dietrich." And then, oh no.
This lizard folk is also getting hit. So it lands on you both, and you both take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he crushes you.
Halved.
Yours is halved, yeah.
Yeah. One thing I might have, let me just check my sheet here. I might have an advantage on that because of danger sense. It says you have advantage on dexterity saving throws against effects you can see, such as traps and spells. Does this count?
It is not a trap or a spell. It is a falling object. Enemy.
All right. Okie dokie then.
So you are effectively prone with this thing over top of you, and then on your next turn, you can roll a strength to see how much movement you'll use getting out of this predicament that you're in.
Okay.
And I won't count that as your action. That'll be used, like that'll be your movement.
Okay.
Gone. Dietrich and Hikari. Mostly Dietrich, but somewhat Hikari too. Doing their thing. Now we're back up to the top with Thomas.
Sorry, if I could quickly interject. I misread my spell.
Okay.
I don't roll to hit. They do a Constitution saving modifier.
Okay.
Otherwise, he took no damage and is not melting. But if not, we can just say that it was. I just want to make sure the mechanics are correct and that we're playing fair.
Cool. What is the Constitution you said?
Yes, has to beat a 14 Constitution saving throw.
Doesn't. So
Good. Same
what
thing.
happened
Perfect.
really did happen.
Great. Good. Reality is intact in this timeline. Thank you for bearing with me, everyone.
So Thomas is gonna run up. Well, he's kind of limping up. He took some shots, but he's gonna go to this ogre now and just kind of try to keep going.
Thomas, we get it. You're a brave boy.
And he's going to take 2 attacks. Let's see. He runs up And because he's limping, he trips and falls onto his sword, and gets himself for 5 points of damage. But he gets up and tries to take another swing with his rapier.
Did the crowd laugh?
They did.
Good. It's important to like keep a finger on the pulse of the crowd.
He actually hits the ogre with his other one.
Oh, good.
Good recovery.
For 9 points of damage. So the crowd kind of abruptly stops laughing and they start cheering again, kind of be like, okay, all right, yeah.
What a fickle crowd.
Hey, golf clap, like, okay.
Yeah. And that is Thomas's turn. Bastion.
All right, let's try and lay into this ogre again, attacking recklessly. This time I will take a -5, so I'll have to subtract that from the rolls that show up.
Cool, you got to get out from under the other.
Oh, right. Thank you for reminding me. So strength, you say?
Yeah.
He's advantage on strength checks, but he still only got a 10, it looks like. It just rolled the same thing. I don't know if it's actually rolling with advantage or it's just showing up twice. Because so far, clicking the button has brought the same result twice on the saving throws. So, I don't know.
Weird. Okay, so yeah, just do it again.
I'll try it once, and if it's a different, anyway, we'll see. Okay, it is a different number, so I guess it just rolled the same both times. So
weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I guess 10 is what he got.
Okay, with a 10, you will have to spend your action getting this thing off of you.
You mean like the movement action?
No, you'll have to spend like your actual action because that wasn't enough strength to just use your movement.
Okay. Well, I guess that's it for him then.
Any bonus actions or anything you can do?
I mean, I can attack as a bonus action, or I can attack twice with an attack action. That's all. I don't think he's really got anything else in the tank. Check.
I like to think the Bastion does run on gas, so if he does have something left in the tank, that's good. He runs on something. It's magic, but it's kind of like gas.
Yeah, no, the only bonus I would have is if I reduced a person to 0, so I think that's just it.
Cool. All right. Well, actually, you know what? I did say you'd just be using your movement, so you can get an action. You just use your whole movement getting him off of you.
Okay, if you want.
Yeah.
Alrighty, then I will try and make an attack. So -5, but that would be a 19 to hit.
19 hits, yep.
Okay. Then his damage is +10. Woohoo! Or +15, as it were.
Dietrich golf clap.
In line with the crowd.
That's extra funny for Dietrich, given that he's fighting with his like fists. So just every once in a while, just in between slugging people.
So 16 damage on the one attack.
16?
Yep.
Whoo!
And he'll try it again. But this time, no luck. No dice.
Okay.
And that is officially everything from Bastion this round.
Okay, cool. So you struggle to get this thing off of you, but manage to just kind of crawl up. And as you come up, you just like out of frustration swing your axe and get this guy like kind of right in the shoulder.
We know as he's coming up, like underneath the thing, his eyes are just red. He's so mad.
And Dietrich tucks his quarterstaff under. Cool. Who's next? William! So William is now engaged with this warrior over here, so he's just gonna swing at him. I think he hits. Yeah, he do. William gets that warrior for 5 points of damage, and that warrior is looking pretty weak. Looking just about exactly as weak as the other warrior. And then it's Mac. Mac is now close enough. He's going to come up with his spear and also try for this warrior. And he does his Mac attack. Doesn't hit him though. So comes at him with his spear, but the warrior manages to get his shield up and just block it as Mac comes. And then Hikari is going to take advantage of this lizard guy that's laying under the ogre and swing her quarterstaff with advantage at it. Neither of those ones hit on her second attack. That hits for 12 points of damage to this lizard man who's laying under the ogre. She just comes up and starts hitting him on the head. Ogre's turn. So he's going to take his 2 attacks. One is going to be at Bastion, and the other is going to be at Thomas. He's just going to kind of swing in between both of you. So the first one, he's going to come down for Bastion since you just attacked him last, and he gets advantage, yeah?
Yep.
That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that should hit.
It gets you for 7 points, Pav.
Was nothing. Try it again.
And he's gonna try it again, but he's gonna try it again at Thomas. What is that? Gets Thomas. Swings back and gets Thomas for 10 points of damage. And Thomas is looking pretty bad. Thomas kind of like takes the axe to the other hip now, so he's just like totally bent over in pain. As this thing kind of like drives its great axe even deeper in before pulling it out. And he pulls it out like purposefully, not just straight out, like he kind of twists it and pulls out, so like Thomas yells in even more pain. Greya.
Alrighty, so Greya, I'm like, can I get in between these two?
Yep, there's room there. You're little.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Greya's little, so she's gonna just sneak in between. Excuse me, pardon me.
He's so polite.
He's nothing if not polite. And then, let's do, he's gonna reach out, because we're within melee range, right?
Yep.
If I want to do a spell that requires touch, and I'm within melee range, do I just roll the same, like I just roll to see if I can actually touch the person?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna try inflict wounds. We're gonna see how, she's never done this spell before, and she feels kind of icky about it. And it's a nat 20.
Ooh! She doesn't need to feel icky about that at all.
She's actually quite confident.
I mean, it's very Greya to feel icky about that.
Well, the spell does necrotic damage, and she doesn't know how it feels about that. So that's 3d10. That's a d12. That's not a d10. There we go. Okay, 9 plus 6 plus.
That's all you need. You don't need to keep adding.
19. Oh.
I heard your first few numbers. So you reach out. So this warrior's like battling with William and with Mac, and then you just kind of like poke through and all polite, just like, excuse me, and then reach out and just like grab the warrior's leg, and he just like screams out in pain and then just drops dead.
Yeah, ooh, Greya doesn't know how she feels about what just happened.
Dietrich again applauds, but is very...
It's like a golf slow clap.
Bastion,
The audience is also confused because they're like, she just touched them. I don't get it. But yay!
Bastion like kind of slightly turns over and flashes like a really awkward and questioning, like he looks at his hand, thumbs up, like
He thinks that's how it goes.
Greya
Pretty
definitely gives
sure.
a thumbs up back.
he's pretty sure that he's seen that.
Cool. Is that everything?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Now we're back to the lizard. So the one that's under the ogre is going to try to get out. Strength. Manages to get out using half his movement. And he is gonna go. He's pretty mad at Hikari for just wailing on his head, so he's gonna chomp at her and go with his claws as well. Bite does not hit Hikari. Claws do. But only for 3 points of damage. So she manages to kind of like duck out of the way and get back, and he gets a slice in on her, but she gets away enough that like it barely hits her. And now the other one, which kind of snuck away and hit on you, it comes out. Give me a second here. It crawls out from behind the rock, and instead of seeing a lizard person come out, you see a crocodile emerge from behind.
Okay. Scratch out lizard. Crocodile.
This thing has the ability to shapeshift.